Alrighty, good morning everybody, 01 here, how's it going? We are back. Right now, you can kind of tell that we're over by our oil. And I built this out a little bit, and I put some extra stuff in here, so you can see we've got some stuff over here, we've got some stuff over here, and then we built this out a bit. So what I want to do in this episode is just kind of some experimentation, right? So if you have to move a liquid up a very, very high distance, is it more power efficient to bottle everything, send it up, or is it more efficient to use pumps? So we're going to get stuff from here all the way up to there. At least we're going to try to anyways. And we're going to see kind of how, if it works, hopefully, I don't know. How much does a pump cost? 4 megawatts per pump, but it only lifts at 20 meters, right? So it's like five of these things. And we're up a lot more than 5. So I've got some water set up back here. I had actually more. I had a couple of the packagers in here, but then it's like, okay, do I really want to do that, or do I just want to just test it and see which one is better? So we've got some water in here, and we've got 300 coming out in each of these, so they should be all the way full. And I did that by running 2 of these at 100%, and then the third one at 50%. And since these guys will put out 60 per minute, so then, wait, no, that's, I need 300, right? Did I mess this up? I think I messed this up. Fairly certain I messed this up. So we've got 150 going into one of these, and I think I need to redo this. Okay, no, I thought it was 120. No, this is 120. Wait, what? 120, 120. Oh, right, because it's already at 50. Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Never mind. So 120, 120 is 240, plus 60 is 300. So one of these fills up one full pipe. Okay, so math, good. Okay. I also put this over here so it can get some more canisters, because I'm going to need them to move stuff up and down. We can just flush that out. And so, yeah. The oil that I'm taking out to do that isn't really taking away from the fuel that I need, so I'm not really worried about that at the moment. Then we can put in some more of these canisters, have them just kind of chill over there for now. So the way that this works is you need to supply empty canisters. Those canisters then get packaged, and then they magically change shape, depending on what you're putting into them. And then you get the full canisters coming out, and then you run that up, and then you have to unpackage them after that's done. And then you have to send the empty packages, or canisters, back down, so that way they can go through and repeat the process. And so you're just basically cycling your canisters around, up, down, around, up, down, you know, basically. And what you're doing is you're taking the liquid from here and you're moving it up there. And instead of having to use power to bring this all the way up, you are using the belts, which don't require any power. So that's kind of the idea here. I don't know what's going to be more efficient. So, yeah, and then I want to see if I can get that onto, no, you're not going to let me onto there, no, okay. Oh, and I got these things and filled them out. I also unlocked trains. So we're also going to give trains a try as well. So we're going to have a train station, maybe a couple train stations, and we're going to build this thing, have it circle around, go all the way up to the top. And we'll kind of see what the best option is. And to be 100% honest, I have no idea what's going to be the best option. So just so you know, no idea. But let's say that we want to get some more water through here. Or maybe I should do fuel. I've got fuel, right? So let's do the fuel. So, and I do want to bring the fuel kind of up And then we'll just go into this one, I think. Have that go into there. Okay. So now we have to figure out where exactly we have to put all of these pumps, right? And we want to flip that around. Okay. But I don't know how far this pump is going to take us. So I'm going to put a pump down here. And we'll pump it out that way. Okay. So now that'll give us an idea of where this has to go. So now, if we do this, we can... Okay, so that's pretty much where it ends. Oh, and they made it a clip point. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then we need to do another one. And then I don't know how far up it's going to let me go with this. I can't tell if that's actually doing anything. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumps already. All right, and we can go up one more, I think. Actually, did I go up too far? I think it went up too far. Okay, so then pump can go here. And the next one can go there. And I like that they made these like little snap points. That is like super useful. Okay, and then we have to go up again. And then from there, that should get us up to where we need to go. So now I'm gonna head back down and count just how many pumps we've got on there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we've got 10 pumps, and if they're each doing 4, what is it, megawatts? Yeah, 4 megawatts, right? So that's going to be 40 megawatts to get this up. So, if we were to take just a normal packager, these ones are actually overclocked at the moment. But let's get another packager on here. And let's say that we wanted to package some of this. This is going to use 10 megawatts, right? And that's going to do 60. So if we're trying to move up 300, we're going to need 5 of these, so that's 50 megawatts. And that's just on one end. We still have to unpackage it up at the top. So that's going to be 100 megawatts versus 40 if we just run the pumps. So it would seem that the pumps are the more efficient option, and all of these belts here were put there for no reason. Okay, good to know. But that's okay. So it's a lot, but I suppose I could start moving some of this stuff out, maybe. And then we'll get rid of that, that, and that. Okay, so now this is pretty much empty, and I can't really reach any of that. I mean, I can barely reach it if I'm directly under it. That's basically the limit of where I can build at for the moment. Yeah, I can't even reach that stuff there. Okay, so the idea of packaging stuff to move it, I guess, was kind of a waste of time. I mean, I'm not angry about it. I mean, it's good to test this stuff, right? And then with this overclocked, I would need 2 of these, and that's 80 megawatts just on one side. So yeah, no, definitely not the most power efficient way to do this. So we'll get rid of this. So I kind of wonder, like, when would packaging stuff actually be beneficial? I mean, I suppose there are some recipes that require packaged things, like packaged fuel. Dude, and if I have to put, like, pumps on every single one of these things, that's going to be ridiculous. I don't want to deal with this. And I think having the Mark II pumps would probably help us out even more. But then again, if we do that, then we're going to have the 600 pipes, which I think would probably be better. So I could look into the Mark II pipes and see kind of what they use. I think they might need plastic or something. I don't know. So, yeah. And then I kind of changed this around a little bit because I do want to make some stuff and I want to send this up along with everything. So if I send this up along with 600 of water, maybe hopefully we'll be able to get something good out of that. Let's see. Let's see, so 5 pipes, or 5 of these will fill up one 600 pipe, right? Yeah, okay, so then I don't think I need this anymore either. And then I can just grab the plastic out of here. It's a lot of plastic. Canisters, they can just kind of get tossed for now, I guess. Alright, so let's head back up and then we'll sink all of our canisters because pumps are going to be more efficient. It's weird. I mean, granted, like maybe the train would be even more efficient, like if you think about it. So that's why I also want to build the train, because just to see kind of how that goes. And then we want to slide jump into this. Good to go. Get ourselves up at max speed as quickly as possible. And then the drink for this video, because it is morning, Monster Energy Zero Ultra. This is what I drink. Like most people drink coffee or tea. I drink, you know, that. It has no sugar and only 10 calories, like for an entire can. And the can's like a 16-ounce can. So, I don't know, like I'm good with it. And then I also set this up right here. So this is for making computers. So this is kind of all the things that I'm gonna need. So we're making actually a decent amount of computers here, which is kind of nice. But this is going to need more quartz at the moment. And then we also need to supply cable, the reinforced plates, and then also, what is this? This is, yeah, copper sheets. So those 3 things plus quartz is all we need to make computers. So no plastic whatsoever, no oil whatsoever, so super, super nice. Very happy about that. Okay, so now canisters, because I don't need them. Okay, so that can go there. Good to go. All right, and then we wanted to look at getting the next round of pipes. And then the pumps there can pump higher, so I'll need to use less. And they also pump more liquid. Now, I don't know, they're probably going to take more power, which, you know, fine. But given that we're transporting twice the amount of liquid going up there, I mean, it's kind of useful, I think anyways. So, just on our way back. The other thing is I did get the rest of the quartz line all at 480. So we've got 480 quartz coming in. Took a little bit of doing. And then I also did a bit more down below. So kind of in the belly of the beast over there. So we've got some more stuff going on there. So let's see, next thing that we want to do is get the Pipeline Engineering Mark II. So that's going to require a lot of stuff. We've got all the plastic, thankfully. We're going to need some more rubber, so I can change that over. We're also going to need a lot more of those, which is going to be kind of annoying. And then also I can get rid of all this packaged water as well. But yeah, we'll flip over the one refinery to make rubber, and we'll kind of get all that figured out. And then we'll work on those heavy modular frames. Okay, and we're here. Good to go. All right, so let's head down here. So I got most of the copper stuff done over here. So these are all making copper sheets. And what we're making, I think, is 140 copper sheets. 70, right. Yeah, because these only make 10, not 20. Okay, so 70 copper sheets are what we're making right now. 60 cable per minute is also what we're making. And then we're also making some, where is that? So we've got screws here. We've got these here. That's going to be iron rods, and I think that's 45 per minute because we've got 3. Now, the good thing about the iron rods is we're not actually using them for anything. So normally you would use them for screws, and you'd need just a shit ton of, you know, the iron rods for that. But because we've got that steel recipe, these are just like extra. So 45 per minute of that. And then this stuff is our plates, and that's going over and being used. And then if we head down here, oh, that autosave still kind of makes everything lag out a little bit. Okay, so can we get up? Thank you. Okay. So we've got all the stuff coming in. So we've got 37.5 of the plates coming in. I think that's what we need to use. And then 140 per minute is what we need to use. But I think each of those is sending out like 260. So we're making just a ton of extra screws. And so you can see that a lot of those screws are going back, and that's what's being collected up there. And then we also have our wire coming in from over here. So we've got kind of like a little scorpion's tail thing going on here. So our wire is coming in from over there, and that's what those 6 constructors are doing. So all of that coming in over here, down, down, over, down, and then used in all of the things over here. And then along with the screws, the plates, we also have concrete being made right here. And then we need 145 per minute of that, so we're making extra stuff there. And then we've got all the steel coming through, which is also working out really, really well. And yeah. So I don't have all of the collection up yet. So like I still need to collect the iron rods and whatnot. And then the extra screws, I don't know if, where, when I'm gonna need to use those, but they're there if I need them. And yeah, and then last thing that I did over here was to run this out all the way. And then I also figured out why in one of the last episodes, like I felt like this was like not quite right. And I was like counting out to make sure that this whole thing was even. Turns out that I needed like a whole extra section of foundations here, and it was actually a short one. So I added that in, and now everything is pretty much equal on all 4 quadrants, and we've got pretty good space here. So that is working out. Plus I put these things in here on this side, which works out quite nicely. Okay, so now I need to make these, and I need to make 10 of those. Would it be faster to just make them? I wonder. And I think it might actually be faster to make them myself than to set up a manufacturer for it. And then we're just going to need a lot more screws, I think. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a lot faster. And then we'll grab the copper sheets that we need as well. Oh, also, water jugs. Do not need. Water, thank you for your contribution to our experiment. I do appreciate it. Okay, so now we need one, two, we'll grab an extra one just so I have it. We're also gonna need more rubber, so I need to change that over, and then also screws. Lots and lots of screws. And then also, what if I put a door here, right? Because I have the walls with the doors now. So yeah, we do that. So let's do this, and then put a door wall in, side door wall. There we go. So now we can get out this side if we really, really want to. And it'll also give me a reason to go buy all of these things, so I don't forget that they're here. So that'll work. But yeah, so we need to switch over that refinery to make rubber. All right, so fun times. And then we can start working on the space elevator parts. I still need to make the ones that I need for like the basic stuff. So I will need to do that. Okay, and then we'll head over to here. Change this guy over to make rubber. Regular rubber, there we go. Good to go. How are you doing? I'll flush you. All right, so that should be good. And then having this on here, because this can fill up with like 400, I mean, that's like super, super useful. And then instead of having like, you know, big pipe network that you have to drain like every 5 minutes, like this thing, like you can completely fill up that thing, like max it out with rubber, so like 200, either rubber or plastic. And you'll have like maybe a third of this filled. So it's pretty nice. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so rubber being made, good. We need to go and finish making all of these heavy modular frames. By the time we get that done, the rubber should be good. And then we can come pick that up, then take that back over and get her done. I should probably unlock the jetpack just because. There we go, and now we just need to wait again. It's a lot faster than running though, or slide jumping. Yeah, not faster. It would still be kind of nice if I could like create a launcher, you know, just to like cover this whole distance in like 5 seconds. Like that would be cool. But I don't know. I mean, it's whatever, I suppose. Plus it takes up a lot of power to make one of those things. Okay. So let's continue making what we need to make. And also get some light so you guys can see. All right, and then we can make another 10. Okay, so we're gonna be low on the pipes. That's what's gonna kind of determine what we do here. But yeah, all the things that we need to make this, we are currently making. So I'm not really worried about running out of anything ever since I kind of redid the basement down there. And we're actually making more than we were making before, which is really, really nice. So I'll grab another like 400 out of here. Get this thing going. That'll make us another 10. And that's going to be the screws that are messing with us now. So let's grab another 1,000 screws. And we should be able to make 20, maybe. Screws. There we go. 500, 500. Good to go. And also, we should be getting a lot of screws in here, right? Like, there's nothing backed up. No, that's still going. Okay. So are you filling up? Like, okay, yeah, it is filling up. Like it had paused there for like a minute and I'm like, what's going on? That's just weird. Okay, so now we can make 20. Screws are still the limiting factor, but that'll get us at 35. So let me grab another 1,000 screws. Yeah, this uses up a ton of screws. Okay, so now we can make 26, and I think the limiting factor is going to be that again, or maybe the frames. So let me grab another 50 of those. We'll grab some more of these. Okay, so now we can make 30. So screws are going to be the limiting factor again. Okay, so now we just gotta wait for this to do what it's doing. And then I do want to see if I can find an alternate recipe for the heavy modular frame. I think I've got one. It's the flexible modular frame, which I think uses rubber. So I might look into that one. Because needing all of this stuff is kind of ridiculous, if I'm being honest. Alright, so we're halfway there. And we're still going to have to make more on top of this. So 35, that'll put us at 37. Wait, no, we're going to have more than that, right? Okay, maybe we will be close. Then we just need the 200 rubber. I've already got the extra copper sheets, so that shouldn't be the issue. So we're at 43, 44, 45, 46, and 47. Okay, so we're just gonna need like another 3, so that's good. Screws. Grab another 500 out of here. And then we need to make 3. So there's 1. There's 2, and there is 3. I'm going to make more because I'm going to need more of these modular frames anyways to build some buildings. So we'll just do that for now. Now we need to go and check out the rubber. Hopefully that is done. Let's figure out what we got going on here. I mean, we're low on stuff, but I mean that's fine. Yeah, I'm good with it. And this is gotta. Why is this thing off? Because it is off. Okay. This is just kind of bothering me that there's like a little tiny angle in there. But yeah, so did I mention that I'm slightly OCD? So in case you haven't figured that out yet, yeah. I mean, it's not like debilitating or anything, but like when things don't look right, like it just bothers me, and like I gotta fix it. Okay, so that should be good now. Okay, so now we gotta go down. Hopefully all the rubber's been made. If not, we're gonna be waiting. How are we doing? 142. Okay, we're gonna be waiting. I could overclock this a little bit if I really wanted to. Just make it go a little bit faster. But meh, I'm fine. Okay, so water is going to be a thing that we're going to have to worry about. And then we're going to have to use our kind of like recycled recipe here. No, not this one. Residual plastic. There you go. So with this, we take a little bit of water and a bunch of the resin, and we turn it into plastic. And then here is just straight fuel. Then we have residual fuel, liquid biofuel, so you gotta mix that with water. Okay. And then these things are also like super awesome. So you can get a lot out of these. And then this is probably gonna be the most important one to do because we only have so many Katsiri nodes in the world. So if we can make as many of that as we can and try to like max that out as much as possible. And also this could also be kind of useful, especially if you combine it with this. So then you get a little bit of extra water and you combine that out and I don't know, hopefully it'll kind of sort of work maybe. All right, so I'm gonna pause and just kind of wait for this to do its thing, and when I get back, it'll be done. All right, so we gave it a few minutes. Hopefully that will be good enough, and it is. Perfect. Okay, so now we can head back up and get our Mark II pipes. So that'll be good. So here's a question. Do you think that this engineer here that I'm playing as, do you think they're a robot or an android or some sort of biomechanical creation? Because, you know, it's it can run very fast, probably like Usain Bolt speeds. The slide jump is something that a normal human could not do, right? Plus, we never see their face, right? It's always inside this helmet. So it kind of makes you wonder a little bit, you know what I mean? Now, the fact that it eats is kind of what leads me away from thinking that it's purely robotic, but that's why I'm thinking like maybe some sort of a biomechanical creature or something. I mean, maybe they figured out a way to break down organic compounds into energy. I mean, that's basically what our body does, so I'm sure it could be reproduced mechanically. But, yeah, conspiracy theory. And then plus, like, if you think about it, like, with all the crashes, like, all the wrecks that we see around here, I mean, are they just, like, throwing away lives? It's like, oh, yeah, hey, we need you to go down to this planet, but, if you crash, sorry. You know, I mean, I've already collected a lot of crashes. So if each one of those was a person, that's a lot of dead people that they're sending down to the planet. So conspiracy theory, definitely. True? Maybe. But there we go. So that is Pipeline Engineering Mark II.
Milestone reached. Improved pipelines and pumps can now be constructed, capable of handling increased throughput of any fluid, as well as providing increased pressure handling for better vertical transport, respectively.
Okay. So now we need some packaged fuel. Okay, easy enough. Oh, that would be a good reason to have the packager for the packaged fuel, because you need that for the jetpack, right? Rubber, plastic, and motors. And I don't think I'm making motors at the moment, but I am making stators and rotors, so I could easily make motors if I so chose. And then I have to start thinking about what we're going to do for the Phase 3 parts, because we should probably start making those as well. Because once we start unlocking aluminum and, you know, the whole bauxite manufacturing process, I mean, we're going to get our Mark V belts, which are going to be, what is it, 780 lines or something like that, which is going to be ridiculous. And then we could seriously max out like all of our stuff here and just like pump in just tons and tons and tons of materials. But I mean, like, if you think about it though, like, we have barely scratched the surface of this world. Now, we can see, like, that I've walked around a lot, right? So there's the deep desert. This is the canyon. Well, actually, the canyon's kind of up here. This is the forest starting area here. This is, actually this whole kind of area here is kind of the forest starting area. And then this is the coal plateau up there. This is the desert starting area, kind of like under here. And then up here, you start getting in like your more advanced stuff. I think there's a bauxite node up there. There's some nitrogen, some basically tiers 7 and 8 stuff in there. We've got coal in here. We have quartz in a cave in there. Then we have oil all up in here. Like there's just a ton of oil up in here. And then if we go, this is the plain starting area. This is my starting area that I really, really like. And then this is the lake that has the wreck in the middle of it. And then this is the crater that also has the coal in there that I'm using for power. And then up in here, this is like this whole area here. This is all like the red forest. So there's a bunch of bauxite up in here for aluminum, but there's also a lot of alphas up there. So yeah. And then let's see, down here, so that's the Caterium right there. There's also Caterium here or here. One of these two. There's a couple of coal down here. And then there's just all kinds of impure nodes and stuff in here. And these are the two big holes in the world, in case you ever wanted to fall through the world or build under the world. That's an easy way to get down to it. You can also get under the world down over here along this cliff. So pretty easy to do. If you wanted to build under the world, I personally don't. Yeah. And then we've got kind of like a, what is this? This area is kind of weird. It's one of the unfinished areas, so they haven't really done too much with it, but there's like a lot of very, very high places. And it's a lot of like bridges and stuff like that, like going up, and then, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff over there. This is the poison swamp, and then I think over here, actually I think this whole area here is kind of like that high area. And then poison swamp, and then desert, and then proto-desert, and then forest, and then, you know, yeah. So, kind of all of the things there, and then let's see, what do we need to make, okay, so there's our train stuff. So we're definitely going to start seeing if we can use some of this. And then I also need this. Okay, so here's our Mark II pump. Okay, that requires motors, interesting. And a lot of plastic. So we've got a lot of plastic, so that'll be fine. And then we can pump up 600 meters cubed of stuff. And then also, this uses 8 megawatts and transmits 50 meters, whereas this is 20 meters and uses 4. So this is, if all things were equal, this would be about 25% more efficient than this. So if you can use the Mark II pumps, definitely use them. You will save power. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, kind of get this going. And then we'll start moving some fuel up. We'll start moving some water up. I'm going to have to make... Well, basically, I'm going to have to replace all of the pipes. That's going to be not fun. But, I mean, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world, so it'll be fine. And then I can take out one of the water collectors and then change the last one to 100% and then take out both sets of those pipes and just have them feed into one pipe, and then I'll just have one 600 line of water, which I think I will do right now. So you can go, you can go. And then, well, actually, you know what? No, we're gonna leave this, sorry, that can go, that, hello, you can go. Okay, and then this part right here we will change. And then, of course, all of this has to change. Okay, and we'll get rid of this guy. Alright, and then this has to go. Alright, good to go. And then you need to go and feed off of this guy. No, can't do that, that doesn't work. Did I kill all the power lines here? I think I did. Whoops. My bad. Alright, so that can go there. That can go there. And now everything should have power, yes? Except for this guy. But now he should have power too. Okay, good to go. So, now we can take this guy. Do we want to use this guy or do we want to use the other one? We'll use the other one. It'll be fine. Bump that up 1 to there, and then we'll take this guy. Bump that up to there, and then we'll take a 600 pipe. Run that from here to here. And then these should hopefully be somewhat centered. Okay, and then these two. And then this one. There we go. And then to feed these, I only need to use the Mark 1 pipes. And then just transportation is what we need the 600 line for. Okay, so that can go, that can go. Okay, so now we have a 600 line. All right. So let's get this guy. And then we'll run a 600 line up to here. Auto, yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so there is our 600 line of pipe. We're gonna color everything. So this is our watercolor. Okay, so there is our 600 line of water. Good to go. So now we can bring that around and up through here, potentially. And then also this has to get all replaced, which is gonna be interesting. Oh, and I have to take out all of these things. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, because that's gonna change all of that stuff. And we can take this guy out as well. All right. Yeah, taking out all those pumps is going to be fun. And then hopefully that'll leave this kind of back the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so I don't like that this got split off into two. So I'm gonna fix that. Auto, this one we want to be horizontal to vertical. Good to go. All right, now we can head up. We'll go up 2 sets. All right, and now we should be able to get at this one. Okay, so that should put all the pipes back to their default stage, I guess. Whatever you want to call it. Oh my god, I almost fell off. That was terrifying. Okay. So, Mark 2, pipe. Get her done. And then we need that one, and then also that one. Okay, so that should be Mark 2 all the way through. Good to go. So that'll get us, that was terrifying as well. And then we're also going to be transporting up a lot of the oil around here as well. So that's another thing that I'm going to have to start moving through. Okay, so let's finish this off. Now, we're not making anywhere near 600 fuel at the moment. So we're making 40 times 4 is 160. So we don't actually need all of this craziness going on here. But what I can do is build more refineries around here, like take these out, and we'll rebuild them over there once I start getting some fuel up there. And if we build refineries all around here, and they're all processing just that one node of oil, and that's a pure node right there, I think we might be able to fill up... actually, let me just run the numbers real quick. So you need 60 crude per minute to make 40 fuel. Okay. And then this is 240. Okay, so this one is maxed out already, unless I overclock it, which would probably be a good idea. So if we max that out, so now we're getting 600 per minute. So if we go through and process all of that, we will end up with 400 fuel. And then if we max out one of the other guys over there, one of the normal ones, I think we'll get 300 out of that. And then that'll give me another 150. So then you got 400 plus 150 is 450. Or, hang on. No, that'll be too much. Okay, so I need to take some of the oil out of another one. And then, let me see, so 600 divided by 40. So we're gonna need 15 refineries to fit around here to fully fill up one of these lines. And then I think we can fit 16. So that shouldn't be a problem. Plus we're gonna make just a shit ton of this stuff, which we can then, you know, belt up. And I already took out the belts, didn't I? Dang it. And then how much of that stuff is this making? 30. So then 15 times 30 is 450. Is that correct? So 30 times 15. Yeah, so that'll be a single 480 line going up with all of that stuff. And then if I'm also combining that with the water and bringing the water up as well, then we should have enough to make a bunch of plastic and rubber over there. And then we're also are going to have just a shit ton of fuel going up as well, which is going to be good. So what I need to do then is to take this fuel and get it to go up all the way. So let's start with that. Mark II pump. And then we'll send that off that way. And then that is kind of on the side, which I'm okay with actually. Oh yeah, that'll go way the hell up there. Okay, definitely want to go that way. Power is going to be there. We want the power to be towards me. Yeah, like right there. Okay, and then we need to go up to the next one, which is way the hell up there. And then also, we need to start stringing up some power. So let me start doing that as well. So we'll put this here. Is that going to be? Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. So then we can run this over to here, run this through here to feed that. So that'll start pumping up. And then we'll put another one over there, so we have to go up one level. Okay. At least close enough to it anyways. And then where is the plug on this thing? Hello, plug? Did I just mess that up, or is that a graphical error? No, it's just a graphical error. Okay. Alright, so this guy. Okay, so the plug is like on top. Okay. Okay, so I need to basically get from up there then. There we go. Now I can actually see something. Okay, so power plug. I think we'll put it there. Is that going to be roughly where it needs to go? Possibly. And that needs to go down to there. Okay, so now that is now pumping. Going up this way. Good to go. Alright, so now we need our next pump. That's going to be right there. Okay, I need you to like find your little happy place. Hang on. Okay, there's our happy place. And then we'll spin that there. Okay. And then, let's see, can I get down there? Okay, so now we'll take that, and then we'll drag it up with us till we get to here. Oh, that's terrible. I can't tell where that is. Oh my god, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. Damn it. This is why. Oh my god. That's why stairs going up very high spires scare the crap out of me. Alright. I was like thinking like, is there any water that I could like get to and maybe land in and maybe not die? But yeah, that is the first death of the game, unfortunately. That's gonna be a long journey to get over there. I was hoping to like make it through like the entire playthrough like without dying once. Like that would be awesome. But apparently that's not in the cards. And then something I could do over here is to take all of these walls, all these angled walls, and replace them with roofs, because the roofs come in like that gray color, and I think that would be a nice change, I guess, in how everything looks. And then I still have to do like the whole lighting thing, so that way, you know, the whole thing kind of glows, I guess. So that's gonna be another interesting thing that I'm gonna have to try to do. But yeah, let's go down, grab all of our stuff. There we go, landed right on top of the pipe. Take all, good to go. Inhaler, because I'm asthmatic apparently. That can go there, that can go there, that can go there, this can get sorted. Now let's try to not die. I think that would be an ideal thing to do. But yeah, I mean, like these stairs, man, like you never know if you're just gonna get like launched off of it. And then especially if you're like trying to balance on the railing on the edge, that's terrifying as well. Okay, so we need this to go up to there. Okay, so if we put this kind of like there, is that going to be enough? Yes, okay. So that's going to start pumping, doing the whole pumpy thing. All right, so now we need to go up to the next one. So let's place that one. That's going to be way up there. Okay, so let's go up a little bit more. See if we can get a better fix on this location. Okay, that looks good. power cable. And I want to see if I can put it over there. So I think I'm going to try to go up one more set. Okay, so that'll put us basically right where we need to be. All right. Okay, so now does that get us up the rest of the way? That is my question. I believe it does. Okay, so if this goes 50 meters, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 45 meters. No, 44 meters. Okay, so that just barely gets us up to the top. Okay, so that'll be fine then. And then we'll have the fuel coming out through there, which we can then move somewhere in here, maybe put on the edge. I wonder if I could like hang like fuel off of the corner here. Hang on. No, not this. We want this, right? Can I build this on here? I cannot. Okay, can I fake it? Can I put... Oh, I can do the wall thing. Nice. Okay, so I can run pipes along the wall here. Interesting. So I can do like one here, one there. And then I could also run them down on here. 2 and 3. So if we run pipes through here, and actually that's not even the right thing, that's the wrong thing. It's hypertube. I don't need hypertube. I need this thing. There we go. Now, if I were to replace this with a roof, how does that change the dynamic? And does it change the dynamic, I suppose would be a better question. Or does this still count as like a wall? Okay, it does not count as a wall. Okay, good to go. It does count as a floor, as a platform. Interesting. So then if I were to do something like this, and then stack these things kind of above it, and then also, can I run this? Okay, so that's off the floor. Okay, but if I change that, then I don't think we can connect those to the roof. Fix it roof, 4 meters, okay. So can we do anything ridiculous with this? We cannot hang anything from the bottom, okay. All right, so then in this case, what would be more ideal, I guess? Because, I mean, we can kind of run that here, but I would want them to be more evenly spaced if I was going to do it. So could we potentially move this up to here and see what that looks like? That's not in the right spot, sir. There we go. No, so that's not going to fit there. Okay. So what if I were to put it here? And that's not going to let me double place it, which kind of sucks, but that's fine. Okay, that's not going to work either, because we're kind of clipping on the top there. So honestly, I kind of like having these be the walls instead of the roof, because we can I don't know, like I thought that the way that we can hook everything up onto here using the wall supports was better than using the floor supports. So we can do like this here, there, and there. And then if we just reverse this, why does that not go into the same place? That's weird. You see how that's like off a little bit? Like what's going on with that? That's weird. Okay, so then we're kind of here, I guess. But yeah, I think this is more visually appealing. And then if I really, really wanted to, I could like stick another one, or maybe not. But if I could stick another one there, that would be kind of cool. Actually, hang on. Let me see what kind of spacing we can get. And then if I ran that out to there, I mean, I could always move that if I really need to. Nah, I don't like this. We'll keep it the other way. And we'll just kind of run this through here. And then run that along there like that, and we'll call that good. It's a little weird. I could technically probably put another one there. And that actually looks better than the other way, I think. But, I mean, if we had this over here on this side, and we repeated it over here on this side, then we could have 7 600 lines going through here. And then also, if we stacked all of our stuff for the belts, we could have 12 belts going through here as well. But I think I'm going to leave this open because I might put some lights or something in here, and I want the lights to show through the window and not get blocked by the pipes if I can. Not sure how I want to do that yet. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll figure it out, right? Okay, so I think, well, hang on. Let's see how much oil we can get first before we go crazy with all this other stuff. And then also, let me cure my asthmatic self. There we go. And we are back at full health. Good to go. All right. Okay, so you need to jump over. Thank you. Okay, so what do we have here? Pure. Oh, hey, guys, you just spawned in out of nowhere. Oh, there's bugs over here too? What the hell? Where did you come from? I swear, like, these things just, like, spawn, like, right as you get on top of them. It's, like, no fair, dude. Hey, bug, get over here. I know there's another one. I hear you. Get out of here. Annoying. I swear, I take more damage from bugs than I do from alphas most of the time. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so that is pure. Good to go. And then we've got another one. That's an alien artifact. I think there's an alpha in there. Not really too worried about that one. Oh, hey. You guys just spawned in here. Okay, sir. Okay, so there should be another one here. I think this one is normal. could be wrong, but I think this one is normal. Yeah, so this one is normal here, and then there should be a fourth one. Oh, hey, Alpha. Don't mind me. Hey, I thought you already launched your little thing there, bud. These alphas, man. But yeah, I think I took more damage from those bugs than I took from this alpha, which is just ridiculous. Okay, so barrel nuts, we will take those. This is Sam ore. Don't need it. Okay, now this one, I think here is also normal. Yeah. So we have 2 pure nodes and 2 normal nodes of oil in this area. And then I need to get all of this through and up and over. Or at least a lot of it, anyways. And then I'm collecting the barrel nuts so I can make some more of those inhalers, because I'm probably going to need more. And there's a lot of nuts over here, so just grab a bunch of them. Some pale berries while I'm at it, why not? Some more nuts. I think there's some more enemies over here, at least I thought there was. Are they going to spawn in on me? Yeah, there we go. Hey, bud. Yeah, this guy... Yeah, this guy's an alpha, so you can't really mess around with him too much. Hey, bud. And he is running around. And he's gone. Okay, good to go. Then we got these little guys. There should be some other ones around here. Maybe. I hear him, yeah, there he is. Okay. I think that's good to go, so we'll grab some more of these barrel nuts. Pale berries, I'll take those, thank you. More pale berries, good to go. Copper, don't need copper. Barrel nuts. Pale berry, thank you. Okay, so that should be good to go. So I think I picked up a decent amount. Yeah, so I can make at least 3 more inhalers, I think. So that'll be good. And we'll just hop over into here. Okay, so we need to make fuel, but first we need to get the fuel all the way up to the top, which we already have. Now we get the fuel over to there, and then take whatever else we are making, which is 160, and I think we're using up that's 12 per minute times 5 is 60, so we've got 100 fuel that we could potentially use. Why am I taking the stairs? That's just dumb. Okay. I need the elevator. Thank you. All right. Now, I still want to try to make our little platform thing over there look like a mana forge. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the generators up 4 blocks higher, or 4 platforms higher. And then I'll build up the 2 walls behind it and then do the slanted roof over it. So that'll create kind of like a more of a boxy feel to the whole thing. And then we'll have all of the smokestacks kind of sticking out, which is, I think, going to look decent. So what I need to do then is, let's see, we need walls, lots and lots of walls. Actually, hang on. We have lots and lots of windows now too, right? All this requires windows. Okay, so I kind of want to go with these ones, honestly. So if we run this all the way over to here, and then we throw in a door over here. Okay, and then I'm going to run these all the way up all four. And the reason why we're going up four is that way I can fit refineries under here. And then just do a quick height check, I guess. Oh no, we need to go a lot higher. Holy crap. Yeah, we need to go a lot higher. Okay, and then for the walls over here, it's encroaching on clearance, which means that I've got another wall under there already. Yep. Okay. So then we'll run that wall there. And then I could run, let's see, more of these up here. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so another thing that I could do, actually, is we'll keep this at 4. And then if we're going to run any refineries in here, we're going to set them more towards the middle. And then with the smokestacks kind of, I guess, out to the side there. So let me throw in these things now. Okay, and then we can hop up on top of here, and then I don't know if I want to do solid walls or if I want to kind of break it up a little bit. I mean, maybe solid walls would look better. But basically, we run 2 of these, and then we grab the roofs, which I think is in architecture, yep. And then we run these across this way. And then, let's see, what can we do here? We'll run these across here for now. I don't know if I want to use the top of this to like run a train or something. I might do that. Or I could always just clear out the inside and have the train run inside, which might look better, maybe. Don't know. But for now, I'll leave this one open. And I could just run this as a gate, right? Gate. Hello, gate. No gate. Is the gate here? Did I not unlock the gate? I don't think I unlocked the gate. Okay, anyways, let's go and do some of this stuff. Get some more of these glass frames through here. Oh, we're out of concrete. Okay, so this definitely needs a little bit of work here. Walls, doors. Okay. And then this I think I'll do as solid. And then I need to grab some concrete and probably some plates as well. So just grab a bunch of stuff, I guess. Okay, and then concrete. There we go. And then maybe fill up on the steel beams. Kind of put those in there. And then get some more pipes just in case. I don't think we're gonna need them, but you never know. Yeah. Okay. So that will be good for that. All right, so now we can run out here, get all of this stuff going. Okay, so how is our base looking so far? It's looking a bit more substantial, which is good, I think. It's a lot of... I don't think the game likes the windows. But I mean, what else am I going to do there, right? Well, I mean, I could go away from using the windows, which is probably going to be a better idea. So let's just take out all of these. And I'm thinking like performance-wise, like once we get into like crazy big factories and stuff. So it might actually be better to use some sort of a solid wall or like this frame wall. Now I don't know what that's gonna look like, so we're just kind of testing stuff out right now. And it might achieve the same effect just with less performance use, or performance whatever drag, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I mean, that's basically the same exact effect. It's just without the constant, like, I don't know if you guys can see the pixels in there, but they're like constantly flickering. Whereas over here, like the only flickering you're getting is like from like all the stuff like way back there. So I think this is probably going to be the way that we do this. And it doesn't look terrible either, so kind of okay with that. Now, the only thing that we have to worry about then is that we don't fall through that, because we can walk right through these. So easy way to fix that then is to just run a rail along the whole thing. So rail, I'm just gonna run that all the way through. Just like that. So now we can't accidentally run out there. Now we can still jump through this. So like, maybe if it'll let me. Oh, we can't jump up that high. Okay, good to go. Even better. But yeah, so solid, no glass, no windows, so there's nothing for the processing engine to like really, you know, throw a fit about. So I think that'll actually work out. And then just for like in here, and like just for like the decorative stuff on the inside, we can use windows, but I think for the most part, we're gonna try to stay away from it. And actually, hang on, let's put a normal wall in here and replace this because I don't want it to show like through, you know what I mean? And then I could replace these with roofs. Yeah, that's a 4-rise roof, okay. Kind of gives it like a, definitely a more structural feel, I think. More industrial, which I kind of like, actually. Okay, so that'll be good there. And then that kind of follows along with this kind of feel that we've got going on. So I'm okay with that. And then in here, we could replace all of these with roofs as well. Now it's going to make it a bit darker in here, but I'm actually kind of okay with that. Because especially once we get, you know, the lights in here, yeah, like that just, especially when you're combining it with this, like that just looks better. Yeah, I'm good with that. And then we can't do the same thing here because we don't have an 8x roof. So we have flat, we have 1 meter, 2 meter, and 4 meters. We don't have an 8 meter roof. So in here, I mean, I could replace these ones with roofs. But we're not going to be able to do anything with that. So I think the best thing we can do there is just color those, make them the same kind of gray. And then through here, I think it might be interesting if we ran the frame walls here. Because, I mean, you're not really meant to go down through here anyways. But, I mean, I still want to be able to jump through there if I want to, but I still want it to look somewhat structural, whereas before we just had a hole, now it's like there's actually something there. So I'm good with that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that just kind of changes like the whole vibe in here. What if I were to take this and go with that color? Or do I want it to be darker? Do I have a darker color? I think that's roughly the same shade of gray. No, it's actually a lighter gray. But actually I think that's the right shade of gray. So I like that. Okay. And then we can kind of change all of this to do the same. That can change. And this can change. That can change. And then if we make this kind of the same thing. And then we'll change these as well. Change that. Change that. Change that. Okay, now for the railings we want like a color that'll pop. Like just super, super pop. So I wonder if that is not poppy enough. No, definitely not poppy enough. Okay, so let's do a custom. Oh, how do we change the custom? Okay, I don't think we've got anything like that. What does the blue look like? No, blue's gonna blend in too much with the gray. What if we went with like a white? I mean, it's okay. It does pop a bit more, which is good. And then I'll change these out. Yeah, it just makes it, like, because we made it darker, like, on top, but we're making it a little bit lighter on the bottom. So I think that is a nice way of doing this. And then I want to make this center thing, like, actually, hang on. We do have more things that we can unlock in here. It's like if we go to the customizer, right? Oh, dude! We have these? I can definitely make use of these. And then we have like all of this stuff, so we can like mark things. Pathways, factory zone patterns, that's interesting. And then didn't we have like roads or something like that? I thought we had something like that. Asphalt, coated concrete, very, very shiny. Grip metal. So I think that's going to be like your diamond plating. How many tickets do I have? I have 0 tickets. Do I really have 0 tickets? I have 0 tickets. Good to go. I have 2 tickets. Can I get anything with these 2 tickets? No. But I think I might go with like the asphalt, because that looks nice and smooth, or the coated concrete, one of these 2, for like the center kind of going through here. But I'm not going to worry about that yet, because I don't care enough yet. But for now, I think this will be okay. And then especially once I start like putting lights and stuff on here. I think lights are in here. Yeah, ceiling light. That is huge. That is like way huge. I can run like just one of these here. Now, I'm not really a fan of the spread pattern. Like this is basically like a laser shooting down. Like this should fan out more if it was a normal light. I don't know. I mean, do we have smaller lights, or is that like the... Do we have smaller lights? I don't think we do. Attachments? No. I think we got all those, except for the Mark II outlets, which I'm not really too worried about yet. Got some of those. Fixed specials, don't care about that yet. Customizer, no, that's not. Organization, lights. Okay, here we go. So floodlights. I think this is wall-mounted floodlight. I think that's what I need instead of this. So I think I'm gonna start looking into that. These, I've played with them before. I'm not really a fan, if I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Like they will, like if you set one up like right here and going up and over. So one, they reach like a block, like a full block over with the arm. And so then like when it goes down here, it like lights from half of here to like half of here, and then like to here and then to here. So it's really hard to do proper lighting. Like if you have just one foundation for a path and you try to put this like a light on the side just to kind of light it, you're only going to be lighting like one half of the path. So I don't really like those too much. But I don't know, it's a thing. I'm not too worried about it yet. Okay, so back to what I was doing. We need to get... Okay, can we go up the ladder, please? Thank you. Yeah, okay, so let's get some more of these foundations in here. Okay, so what I want to do here, if I can get up here, is to install one of these guys. And I can't do that yet because I need rubber and stuff. I mean, I've got the computers, which is good, but I need more modular frames. I'm going to need more motors eventually as well, and rubber. So I need to go and grab some more of that. And then we'll space those out, so that way the smokestacks from those stick out above the roof, like it'll clip through. And then if we have those kind of ringing like the entire structure, I think that'll look kind of interesting, especially from afar. Oh, and another thing I did is I finished putting in all the windows here as well. And then now that we have those, or now that I know that we have those roofs with the glass, I could replace these. But then that's gonna cause an issue with the pipes and everything, and Grr. I mean, I don't have to go with this setup here, I guess. And I could set up like one here, one here, one here, and just have them just kind of staggered, but then I won't be able to do anything off the top, which kind of sucks. But if I can make this whole thing glass, and then it'll actually look like the pipelines that I want them to look like, and like just big glass pipelines. Hey, the light stayed on. Really? Well, that's weird. Usually doesn't do that. Okay, so rubber. More rubber, please, if you do not mind. Thank you. And then, oh, that is all the way full. Okay. And that should fill up, draining out whatever was left. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. Yeah, no, that'll be fine. Okay, so we have more rubber. Now we need to make some more of the heavy modular frames. And then I'm going to need to get some more Caterium eventually, because I'm going to need a bunch more of those as well. Hey, the light stayed on again. Look at that. Is that like sometimes it stays on and sometimes it doesn't? Or like how does, like what's the whole thing here? Like most of the time it turns off the light. So I'm a little confused. Yeah, and it kept the light on here too. Like, did they fix that while I was playing? No, that can't be right. But I mean, like, if you have your light on, it should stay on, even when you're in here. Like, it shouldn't get turned off, you know what I mean? Okay, so now we need to make some of those heavy modular frames. And we can go into here, because I left the door. Excellent. And apparently we just climbed up one of those things. Get her done. More screws. Okay. We can make 4 more. I think we're gonna need more than that though. So 4, so limiting factor is gonna be the frames, modular frames. Grab a couple more of those. Oh, are we burning those now? Nice. That should give us, yeah, a lot more tickets per minute. Or a lot more points per minute, I should say. Okay, so now we can make 10. Okay, so that is enough to make 1 fuel refinery factory generator thing. And then I should probably start setting up manufacturers to make these things too, but I need to get the rubber over here because I think I want to go with the alternate recipe for that. And that one involves rubber, so... yeah, I think that looks better overall. Alright, so now, you, sir, I want you to go, and then we'll back up 1. So give us a little bit of space to walk around back here. Yep, that's all we need. And then when we build the roof over this, did I already pass? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, so now we need to head back down. And then we've got room up in here. Okay. For piping. And then, okay, I think we need to go up 1 more with the roof. Yeah, so now we kind of look like a burger, you know? But yeah, so we're gonna head back up there and we're gonna put in one more roof. And then from there, so let me just get this going. Good, good, okay. So let's take a look, and then from here we're gonna have like another wall going up, and then this will be another platform. So let me throw in that as well, because that's gonna be there. Okay, so now we have this huge kind of outer area here, and that'll be kind of just like ringing around the whole thing, and that'll all just be fuel generators, like around the whole thing. And let's see, so let's see how that looks with the next roof, and I think that'll be kind of what we're looking for. Okay, yeah, that's much better. So you can imagine that we're gonna have like these little things sticking out all over the place, and then when they're all running, you're gonna have like smoke coming out. So I think that'll give it like a cool effect. And then we still don't have the inverted of these. So this is like that tip is pointing up to the top. We need to have the inverted where these two are pointed up to the top, and that way we can fully do those corners. And then also we need to have that same thing on the bottom with this being inverted, because then we can do the bottoms as well in there. Because right now we kind of can't, which kind of sucks. But, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. I mean, I could put some pieces in there, but it's not going to look right. Okay, so now we can go down to here, go down to here, and then we'll head over to here. And then I'll kind of show you what I mean by needing the inverted pieces. And I've said this in a previous video, so this is probably all stuff that you heard. But if we do this, right, so we need an inverted piece that can fit in here. And right now we don't have that. So I would need 3 of those to fit in here. And then, yeah. So I think that'll fit both sides here. So I can put these at least in some of the corners, and at least there's something there. But we need the inverted of these as well. And right now I don't think the game has them. And it's also quite possible that the game will never have them, which would kind of suck, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so that at least puts something in there. So hopefully that'll be something, I don't know. I still don't like that light. Like it's too like narrow, you know? I mean, you can like literally see the lines of the light, and they're basically straight down, right? So I mean, it should be more out, and then it should fade, like be brighter in the middle and then kind of fade out. And I think that's probably going to be like a bit too complicated for, you know, programming. But as far as like how it's supposed to work, I mean, that's kind of what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so that looks a little better over on the sides. I mean, it's still not ideal, obviously, but at least it gives it like a little bit more shape. So I think that'll be fine. And then we don't have any diagonal pieces either. So, I mean, I've been looking. We don't have it. I mean, we have these, which have the diagonal, but I mean, how are you going to use that to make a wall, right? And we have these as well. But you can't you can't do anything with that. So we need the diagonals as well. But I mean, until we have it, that's just going to be kind of left open, and it's just going to be the way it is, I guess. But yeah, I think that'll look good. And then having that extra row up there, I think really kind of set that off correctly. So I'm okay with this. And then, do I want to cover that up or not? Nah, I don't like it. Yeah, we'll just leave that like that. It makes everything look a bit more even, so I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, so, right, so we need to start running the pipe all the way over here with the fuel. Because then once we can at least build a few of these things over here, I mean, we're probably not even using 900 megawatts at the moment. Then again, we might be, who knows? Oh, we're kind of bouncing around, so we're like 1,000, okay. It is what it is, I guess. And none of that's working right now either, which is fine. But yeah, so I need to figure out, like, especially if I'm going to be using the glass roof for kind of like the corners of this thing, then I should probably start setting this up using the roofs, so that way I can at least get the piping in there the way that it needs to be. Now, granted, I don't have to do it that way. I could use the wall, whatever method like this, and then just replace the wall with the roof, like right out underneath, in which case it would still stay there. Would that be the way to do it? That would probably be the way to do it, honestly. Okay, so we have fuel in here, and we need this fuel to go over there. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to run this up and then in. But then again, we might have some more pipelines coming up in this general area, so then that would have to come up and go in somewhere as well. So, okay, hang on. Let me just put this in here first. So if we have 12 around here and we have 12 over here, we can get everything in here. So that'll work. I don't think I'm going to be needing all of these. So we'll do here, here, and here. I think that's roughly where this is supposed to be, right? Yeah, okay. So then this can run up and over into here, and then these two can run over that way. And then we're gonna need well, stairs probably of some sort to go over here. Or instead of doing this, we could go with the ramp and just run that up to there. And then we should be able to curve the pipes under there. And I think that will work. But can I get through here without being sucked up? Okay, yes. And then we can run this through the middle, like we did before. And then we'll have all of this stuff kind of being piped. Hello? What just happened? There is no reason for that to have happened right now. Like, zero reason. Okay, so we have no fuel here. Why do we have no fuel here? This should all be making fuel, right? It has no power, it has no fuel kind of stored in there. And then what's going on with this? Okay, so that's full of oil. It's going through. Okay. So there wasn't an issue there. So what does the power situation look like then? I need a pole to look at. Okay, what? So that's 1200 watts, or 1200 megawatts, and now it just shut down again. So what the hell is going on? Do we not have... Are those full? Is this full? That is full, but it should be overflowing. Hello? Overflow. Why is this not... This is very confusing. Unless it's never registering this as an overflow, which I suppose is possible. But why would it not? I mean, I suppose the other way to do this would be to run the smart splitter off of here. And then have that be totally unconnected. Okay, so smart splitter, logistics, smart splitter. Okay, so if we did it like this, and then we had the overflow go out to the right, then when this is full, then it should shoot out through here. Okay. Sir, you need to work. Oh, you are so annoying. Another thing that could have happened is there's a glitch in the game where it will replace some items on a belt with other ones, just randomly. So if that happened, then it's possible that the coal power plants, at least some of them, are blocked, in which case they're not generating power. But now I just need to wait for the fuel to get back up. And this is also probably a good reason to have a battery backup. And get that charged and then disconnect it until like we run into an issue like this. Because then if you have it connected and you're going over your production, then it's just going to pull out of the batteries automatically anyways. And then when you actually need them to restart the factory, they're not going to be on. Or they're not going to be filled, so you're not going to have the power. All right, now sir, why are you the way you are? You need fuel. So that's got fuel. All of these have fuel. You need fuel too. What are we doing here? We're making 80 fuel per minute, and we're using up 60. So we should be coming up with a surplus here. Okay, are we on like, no, why are you two the way you are? Okay, so we're losing a lot of fuel by trying to pump it up through there. Which is understandable, I guess. But if we can get somewhat more consistent power, then I can turn on another refinery. I mean, I could try to do that now, I suppose. And that'll pump out a bit more fuel. Okay, so now that is filling up. Good. How are we on power? Still kind of bouncing around. Why are we bouncing around? We should not be bouncing around. Where are you, yellow? Now that one's yellow. Okay. How's our power looking? Okay, so I should be able to turn on this last refinery then. We'll get that extra fuel in there, hopefully fill these things up very quickly. Okay, so the issue was that we are full here. And the way that I had it set up, it wasn't registering an overflow, and so it was just stopped. Kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so now we should be filling up all of the pipes all the way. Maybe. Are you... No, you're still kind of low over here. How are you doing? Okay, I mean, we're building, so that's good. Now we should be at, what was it, like 1650 or something? Yeah, 1650. Okay, so then there's nothing wrong with our coal. So that's still running as it should. Good to go. Okay, so simple problem, easily fixed. I'm just glad it happened while I was somewhat over here, because if I was like somewhere over on the other side of the world, and then I had to run all the way back here to fix it, that would have kind of sucked. But yeah, so that should be decent. We're back up to producing a bunch of points per second, or per minute. Okay. So, we need to get that going. So, I'm then assuming that I'm bringing... Oh, but then again, I also wanted to try the train out, right? Transportation, train. empty platform width, empty platform, okay. So train station, yes, yes. I need modular frames. Then I need more modular frames and more motors. And then I also need those, which is even more modular frames. I'm gonna need 2 of these, I think. And then freight cars. So that's just a ton of heavy modular frames. I'm gonna need some more beacons and some more motors. Okay. And then trying to get the rail up there and to spiral around is going to be interesting. I've done it before, so I know that it can be done. But it's not exactly the most straightforward thing in the world. And I also want to see if there are different ways that I can do this. So basically how I want this to work is I'll get the spiral up there, and then I'll take the decorative beams that they've got, like the new thing that they added, and I'll use those to actually support, or at least show support for the track. So those are architecture, these things, right? So I want that. And then we're gonna have this run at a 45. So if this is like if you're looking at the spire here, like just imagine that you're looking at a box here, right? Box here. And then we're gonna have the rail kind of going around and then up and then up and then back around towards the top, right? So I'm gonna have these beams, and if this is the spire in the middle here, we're gonna have that run over to the track that I had there. And then we're gonna run a 45-degree beam going back down to the spire to kind of hold everything in. And that's kind of the idea that I want to go with, and we'll see how it works. It might not work, who knows? But we need motors, so I'm gonna get a bunch of those, get a bunch of these, and then motors. And then yes, I am doing these by hand, probably not the best way to do it, but you know, it is what it is. And then we're nearly at 2 hours, so I think once I build the train, just the train station down there, then again, I mean, what would be the best way to do this? Because I mean, if we're going to be using the train to move the liquids up, right, then we wouldn't need the pipes. I don't know. I don't know how many of these motors I'm gonna need either. Ugh. Let's see. These I don't need, so I can get rid of those. Quartz crystals. I mean, I could put those somewhere, I suppose, or I could just get rid of them. 27 motors, is that going to be enough? Let's see, how many are we going to need? So that requires 10 motors each, so I can do 2 of those, good. We're going to need a lot of modular frames. That doesn't need motors. This will need motors. Okay, so that's 25, and I think I've got that many. And then we need to make some bacons. Give me some bacons. Okay, let's grab some more wire, grab some more cable. Okay, so now for that we're gonna need a lot of screws. Let's see, screws, there we go. So we'll grab like 2,000 of those. Do I have enough of these? I don't know, but we'll grab more. Okay. Heavy modular frames. I can make 3. Tubes. 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 Pipes. Okay. We good? 14? Is that going to be enough? And then we're also going to need a lot of the steel beams for the tracks. Okay, so I'm gonna have 16 of these things. Yeah, okay. So let's do a quick count of all the things. Okay, so that's gonna take 10 for 2 of those. 14. 20. Okay, so we're gonna need more. Limiting factor on this was the frames. So let me grab some of those. Modular frames. Good to go. Grab a few of those, and I think we're burning frames, which is good because those give me a lot of points. Okay, so how many more of these things can I make? 6 more? Is that going to be enough? I mean, that'll give me 22, right? And I think we just need 20? Or was it? No, 25. Damn it, I gotta count again. Okay. So let's get some more screws. You know what, I'm just gonna make 1 extra batch, like an extra 5. Just because. So you can go, you can go. Sort. Good to go. Okay, so we should be able to make 5 more. All right, good to go. So I think that's everything that we need for the train. Now, what's going to be interesting is how we get the train station down there. Because remember, I also wanted to put all the refineries around there to make fuel. So I might have to get a little creative with that, potentially. But yeah, so if I can get one fluid car and just have that just run on a constant loop up and down the spire. And then we could fill up that thing as often as we can. I don't know how well that's going to work. But, okay, so what we need to do here is I need to get up on top of the wall so I have a better view of things. Okay. And now we need the train station. Oh my god, that is freaking huge. I mean, that is kind of what I was expecting it to be. Okay. So that is our train station. Okay. And then we need a fluid. That's going to go out this way. Well, I mean, that'll actually kind of work, I think. I don't like that it's out past the wall. But, I mean, we can sort of integrate it, I guess, maybe. And who knows, maybe it doesn't look absolutely terrible from afar. Then again, it could very well look terrible from afar, so just take a look real quick. No, that's actually, I'm okay with that. Sticking out of the wall like that. And then is that centered? Because if that's centered, oh, that is, it's not quite centered, but it's damn close. Yeah, we're off by like 1. Yeah, I am good with that. Like, that is close enough. Okay, so now, ouch. Gotta jump over the wall, not hit the wall. Jump over, wall, good, okay. Alright, so now we need to get this thing to wrap around. So I'm thinking we want to do, and then also, what does it take to make rails? Oh, it takes 1 of each. Okay. So I think we should be able to do that. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Okay, so then that's roughly out 2 blocks from here. So let's see. So if we're on the ground floor here, so that's 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3 up, right? Do I want to go to the 4th one, or do I want to go 2? No, I think I want to go 3. Okay, so placing the rails in a curve like this is not the easiest thing in the world. So what you have to do is you have to, well, I mean, they might have changed it. It might be a lot easier now. Hello? So you need to place this piece first, right? And then it has to be a certain length, otherwise it won't place it. So like 1 block is too short, right? So then what you have to do is place another foundation. And I remember this like was kind of pissing me off a little bit, but I think it needs to be like 2 blocks. Or another way that you could do it, which I think is the way that I did it last time. So you find the minimum distance that you want, right? So if we want to put this like in the middle, yeah, so in the middle here, and then we'll string it out this way. And then you need like a 1.5 blocks of space. Track is too short. I thought it was, or am I in the way? No, track is too short right there. Okay, so you need like a 1.5 foundation plus a tick. So, but then again, what's important though is just the connection point here. So what we do is we do this, and we get it kind of this way. But then again, no, we can't do that. Shit, because that's going to throw everything off. Okay. Hang on. So we'll put in this one. And then transportation, I'm going to put this one into 7. Okay. So I can just grab it, and that'll be easier. All right. So then we need to go out to here. Just go out 2 blocks. It's easier. Okay, so we do a straight section there. And then this section here is going to curve up to here. At least it's supposed to. Okay, so I think we might have to go down 1 more. Okay. I don't, like, it's hard to remember where the hell all this stuff was supposed to go. So we'll go out 2, and then we'll go 2 out this way. No, sir, back the other way. Okay. All right, so let's get this connection point in there. Okay, so now we have less of a height that it has to go, so maybe this will work. No, it still doesn't like it. Okay, so what if we moved it out to the edge? Okay, so if we run it here, is that gonna work? No. Okay, so we're gonna have to go out an additional block. Okay, so if we do it here again, see if that will work. Is that straight? That is not straight. Okay. Okay, so we moved it out half a block, or half a foundation, still not enough. Okay. So we'll move it out a full foundation. Is this enough? Yes. Okay. All right, so that will get us up to here, and then what you do is you take that guy out, right? And then we have to go up another 2. And actually from here, we might be able to tighten up 2, 3. We might be able to tighten up the radius here, but we're going to need to go out here again. Okay, and now we get to see if that will reach. It will not. Okay. Will this reach? Yes, it will. Okay. Okay. Then we need to go up another 2. And then we can get rid of that. I'll leave that in there for now. We can get rid of this. And then we go up to the next one. And we run that out. Okay, now this should turn right into that one. Sir. There we go. And then we just continue this process all the way around. And then we're going to have a really tight spiral going all the way up to the top. And then we can run trains on it, which is going to be very interesting. But we are over 2 hours, so I'm probably going to get the rest of this built off camera. But you can kind of see where you've got to go. So as far as the turning radius here, I thought that you could do it tighter than this. But if you have a central foundation, you need to go out 3 blocks, and it's at the edge of that block that you can then do the radius. So if you're ever doing a pretty tight spiral, I mean 3 blocks out from your spire to the edge, and then same thing, and you just keep going around in circles, and then win. So that's pretty much all I've got for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We had a lot of stuff going on. But if you did enjoy it, hopefully you'll join me for the next one, where hopefully I'll have this thing built. So it's probably going to take like 4 hours to upload this video again because YouTube is slow, but I don't know. I mean, like, my internet connection is fast, right? If it was strictly, if I could, upload at the speed of whatever, it would take like 15-30 minutes to upload this entire video, right? It wouldn't take very long. But I think YouTube upload speed isn't the greatest, so I'm just gonna have to go with it. But anyways, that's all I got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hope you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.